Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the dude man in the counter, Duncan, and today I'm very excited to talk to you about a thriller from 2000 called The Skulls, starring Joshua Jackson, Paul Walker, Hill Harper, Leslie Bibb, and Craig T. Nelson. And it was directed by Rob Cohen, and Rob Cohen and Paul Walker collaborated the following year on a little movie called The Fast and the Furious. Now, this movie takes place at an elite Ivy League school, and Luke McNamara, who's Joshua Jackson's character, is a hard-working kid, and he finds out about the skulls. He knows about them, but not much. No one knows much about them, but it's a secret society, and secret societies actually really do exist at some Ivy League schools. Some former U.S. presidents have been known to have been part of them, but it's kind of like a fraternity, but even more elite and exclusive. Very exclusive. So anyway, he wants to join that because he's just hustling and doing everything he can. He's still to go through law school and everything. He's going to have a mountain of debt, like six figures. Hill Harper's his best friend, who's kind of an aspiring journalist, and he wants to uncover the skulls and learn how they operate because no one really knows much about them other than how elite they are. And so he wants to join though, and Paul Walker's character is Caleb Mandrake, and he's the son of Craig T. Nelson's character. He's Mandrake, obviously. He's Judge Mandrake, and so he's going to get into the skulls. So McNamara and Caleb Mandrake kind of form a bond. Completely different people. Caleb Mandrake, very much more prominent upbringing, and Luke McNamara, had to scratch and claw for everything. So, but both are very gifted. So they get into the skulls, and this is what he wanted because now everything he did, he struggles for food, gas, everything. The skulls cover it, and they can get you into any law school paid for. So this interests him a lot. And Leslie Bibb's character is kind of a love interest, but she's like this a trio of friends: Hill Harper, Leslie Bibb, and Joshua Jackson. They're kind of a trio of friends here, and so when that gets tested because Luke McNamara is going to the skulls and he can't say a word, and so it puts a strain on all their relationships. But they kind of notice that all of a sudden he's got cash. Like he goes to the ATM machine and let's see how much money I have because I gotta see how much we can spend, and he has a pretty healthy bank account. So the skulls take care of that. There's cars, parties, all kinds of cool stuff. But there's also this book of rules, and they're very strict rules, and you will abide by them. And in their world, they're like, our rules supersede the outside world. So that means breaking the law or whatever. And the more he uncovers, the less he lies. Because on the surface, it looks great. I'm like, all these connections, everything's paid for, all that stuff. And he's got some new friends, they've really bonded. But it puts, a strain on, his former friends, and he doesn't like that, and he's very conflicted because he has a very bright future if he plays along. But the more things go wrong, and when some things, I won't give it away, but when some of his friends are put in danger and he tries to uncover more about the skulls, what really happened, and they start to hide and he starts to see how the skulls operate, he really questions everything he's doing. And from then on, it escalates from there, and he finds out how elite and exclusive it is and how far reaching they are, and it really puts him in a lot of peril, and the ones he cares about are in danger now too. So this is what that explores, and it's pretty good. It's about friendship and how far are you willing to look the other way to keep getting a lot of perks. All that's really covered. The acting here's very solid, and it's a cool premise. I mean, back then, everybody knew there were Ivy League secret societies, but there was never really a movie about them, and this one is. So I recommend it. It had a couple straight-to-video sequels that aren't as good, but this one's pretty good, and so I recommend if you're looking for like a thriller that has a little bit of a different premise. It does get, a little carried away and loony towards the end, but it's still a lot of fun, and overall, I recommend it. So, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Would you be willing to give it a look? Any of those things would be appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.